Hello everyone. Bitcoin took years to become Bitcoin. Can Picoin follow the same path? This is the question that I have been asked to answer. And I'm going to do just that in the next 5 minutes or so. So Bitcoin took years to become Bitcoin. Can Picoin follow the same path? I need to let you know that one of the most common arguments made by Pi network supporters is people laughed at Bitcoin too. Bitcoin took years to succeed. This statement is true. However, it is also one of the most misunderstood arguments in cryptocurrency decisions. The critical question is not whether Bitcoin took years to succeed. The critical question is whether Picoin today resembles Bitcoin during its early years. The answer is more complicated than many Pi enthusiasts and the pioneers would like. How long did Bitcoin take to become relevant? Bitcoin was launched in January 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. For the first several years, 2009, it was essentially worthless. 2010, first famous purchase of 2 pizzas for 10,000 BTC. In 2011, Bitcoin briefly reached $1. In 2013, Bitcoin crossed $1,000. In 2017, Bitcoin became globally famous during its run towards $20,000. In 2021, Bitcoin exceeded $60,000. In 2024 to 2026, Bitcoin became a mainstream institutional asset, and within that time, it got to $120,000 and is currently trading around $70,000 or thereabout. Depending on the definition of success, Bitcoin required approximately 4 years to gain meaningful public attention. 4 years in that started in 2009 as worthless, and 10, 11, 12, 13, it has crossed the $1,000 mark. So depending on the definition of success, Bitcoin required approximately 4 years to gain meaningful public attention. In 4 years, it has reached $1,000. In 8 years, it has become globally recognized. More than 12 years to become a major financial asset. Therefore, Pi supporters are correct on one point. Transformational crypto projects often take many years. The problem with the Bitcoin comparison is what I'm going to tell you now. This is where the analysis becomes uncomfortable. Many people compare Pi's current struggles to Bitcoin's early struggles. The comparison overlooks major differences. Bitcoin was not waiting for utility. Bitcoin's utility existed from day one. From its launch in 2009, users could send Bitcoin, they could receive Bitcoin, they could verify transactions, they could run nodes, they could participate in the network. The market simply had not discovered its value yet. Picoin faces a different challenge. The market knows Pi exists. The question is whether enough people need it. These are fundamentally different situations. And looking at it from another point, in Bitcoin, the name is joined together, bit and coin joined together. But in the case of Picoin, the Pi is not joined to the coin. Maybe that is another thing that you need to look at. Bitcoin grew organically. Bitcoin never had tens of millions of users pressing a button daily. Its growth was slow and largely organic. Early adopters included cryptographers, programmers, libertarians, privacy advocates, technology enthusiasts. Demand emerged because users believe in the technology. Pi's growth model was different. Growth was driven heavily by mobile mining, referrals, network expansion incentives. This strategy produced a massive community. However, a large community is not the same thing as strong economic demand. Most of the community that Pi has, there are people that are poor, that are mining for free and want to get the money out by all means. In the case of Bitcoin, it was a totally different ballgame. Bitcoin faced demand shortages. Pi faced supply pressure. You can imagine. In the case of Bitcoin, people were looking for it. In the case of Picoin, it is in people's hands already. So there's supply pressure. This distinction is critical. Bitcoin's early problem. Bitcoin's challenge was very few people know about Bitcoin. Pi's current problem. Pi's challenge appears closer to many people know about Pi, but many want to sell. You can see when Bitcoin started, people did not know about Bitcoin. It was ready. It hit the ground running from day one. But Pi took 6 years before it eventually hit the ground running. And even when it hit the ground running, there are still some patches that is not making the ground to be running properly. In the case of Bitcoin, its problem is that not many people knew about Bitcoin when it came. That was the problem. Then when people got to know it, they embraced it. In the case of Bitcoin, many people already know about it. In the case of Bitcoin, people want to buy Bitcoin. In the case of Bitcoin, people want to sell Bitcoin. So the price of Bitcoin keeps going down. These are opposite problems. Bitcoin struggled because there was too few participants. Pi struggles because there may be too many participants seeking liquidity at the same time. Honestly, anything that every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going into, I'm very, very careful, especially when it comes to investments. I'm very, very careful, and I want you to take a look and look at things, anything that every Tom, Dick, and Harry are looking at. In Nigeria, some years ago, many years ago now, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, around 2004, 2005, 2006, yes, and up to 2000, yes, around those years, everybody, pepper sellers were talking, have you bought share, have you bought share, have you bought share? Share was popular everywhere. And one of my mentors later said, this is not how good investments go. The more any investment that everybody, pepper seller, yam sellers, every local people, they are talking about it. Investment that should be a high net worth investment. Everybody knows about it. He said that means that thing is about to crash. And he said because of that, he sold his own shares at that time and used the money to build houses. That was the time everybody was putting money into it. And that was the time that the big players were moving their money out. And eventually it crashed. So Pi struggles because there may be too many participants seeking liquidity at the same time. Bitcoin's maximum supply is 21 million coins. Can you imagine? Bitcoin's maximum supply is 21 million coins, maximum. But Pi's maximum supply is reportedly 100 billion coins. Can you compare? One's maximum supply is 21 million. So that means there is a scarce coin. But the other one is 100 billion coins. That means it's not a scarce coin. So a coin that is not scarce is going to be cheap. And that is the problem we are having with Picoin now. Even if circulating supply remains lower, the psychological difference is enormous. Investors often underestimate the impact of supply. Consider this. A $1 Bitcoin in 2011 represented a tiny market capitalization. A $1 Pi with a 100 billion maximum supply implies a valuation around $100 billion. That is a much harder target to achieve. Bitcoin had no expectations. One overlooked advantage Bitcoin enjoyed was low expectations. Almost nobody expected Bitcoin to make them rich. The opposite is true for Pi. Millions of participants enter the ecosystem expecting wealth. High expectations create pressure. When expectations exceed reality, disappointment follows. This helps explain why Pi has fallen dramatically from its early trading highs. The strongest argument for Pi, despite the criticisms, Pi does possess advantages Bitcoin did not have. Number one is massive user base. Pi already has millions of users. Bitcoin spent years trying to achieve this. Pi also have brand recognition. Picoin is known across many developing countries. Many developing countries, and that makes me to laugh. It's not known very well in developed countries, advanced countries. It is widely known in many developing countries because you have to mine it for free. So the people that are poor nations know it. And you think the rich nation will now come and allow you to just circumvent them that way? No way. Then, easier accessibility. Mining Bitcoin required technical knowledge. Mining Pi required a smartphone. So every Tom, Dick, and Harry. This is one of the disadvantages that Pi will have, except something magical happens. Mining Pi requires just a smartphone, so any dummy can mine Pi. So you can see it's very cheap to do. And I've stated it using the stock and the shares many years ago in Nigeria, when everybody in the street knew about it. Any business that everybody knew in the street knew about, that business is about to crash. Mining Pi required a smartphone. These advantages should not be dismissed. The strongest argument against Pi. The strongest argument against Pi is simple. After open network launch, the market had an opportunity to evaluate the project. The result was a decline from nearly $3 to around 12 cents. A fall of approximately 95% suggests that market enthusiasm has not translated into sustained demand. Markets are not always right, but a 95% decline is not random noise. It is a signal that should be taken seriously. Now, the question is, could Pi follow Bitcoin's path? The answer is yes. And this is with a but. But not because Bitcoin took years to succeed. Pi will succeed only if it develops genuine utility, strong transaction demand, sustained ecosystem growth, developer adoption, commercial use cases. Time alone does not create value. Time alone does not create value. I had some young boys around me about some years ago, and then I told the father that, well, because of your financial capacity, as your son is going to school, let him be learning how to sew clothes. When he comes back, and there's a tailor just in their house that has a shop. So this boy, whenever he comes back from school, he goes to sew. Anytime he's back from school, he goes to sew. In about 3 to 4 years, he could sew, he could do, and he could take care of himself from sewing. So there are other people too that they do nothing with their time. They don't go to school, they don't learn a trade. That's why I'm trying to say that time alone does not create value. It is time that is invested doing valuable things, learning valuable things that create value. So many failed cryptocurrencies have existed for 10 years or longer. Longevity is not the same as success. The critical mistake many pioneers or many Pi holders make, many Pi supporters argue, Bitcoin took 10 years, therefore Pi only needs more time. This is rubbish reasoning. Time is necessary. Time is not sufficient. A project must create value during that time. If a coin lacks demand, another 5 years will not automatically fix the problems. Now, here is my final verdict. Bitcoin's history proves that revolutionary technologies can take years to mature. However, Bitcoin's early years and Pi's current situation are not identical. Bitcoin started with tiny awareness, tiny user numbers, minimal selling pressure, growing demand. Pi starts with massive awareness, massive user numbers, significant selling pressure, uncertain long-term demand. The lesson from Bitcoin is not that every struggling cryptocurrency eventually succeeds. The lesson is that successful cryptocurrencies eventually create undeniable utility. The future of Pi will not be determined by how closely it resembles Bitcoin's timeline. It will be determined by whether Pi can create enough reward demand to overcome the enormous supply and selling pressure that currently weigh on its price. That is the question the market is trying to answer at 12 cents. So this is my answer to the question. Bitcoin took years to become Bitcoin. Can Picoin follow the same path? So based on this analysis, I believe that I've answered your question properly. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel Like this video, share link of this video for family and friends, and keep coming back to this channel for more content and analysis like this.